Yeah. Uh. Got a picture full of romance guides, self-help sermons, highlighted lights.
Hello and welcome to another review. Today we're looking at the Fame budget-minded modeler. It's called the, I don't even know, URM1000. It could literally be called anything because it is, of course, an OEM product, meaning music stores like Music Store in Cologne, music retailers have their in-house brands, and a lot of these in-house brands are OEM, meaning they don't actually make them, they haven't developed them, they're buying them probably in Asia and slap their logo on it. And then they're saying, this is our in-house brand. So very likely you can find this URM1000 as a different branded product with a different name on it with other retailers. So why buy this one? It's a huge reason. And this is what this video about. It is not really about the details of the URM1000, which, by the way, is the M-Wave M300, which I've already reviewed. And what the Fame version showed me is you can also have it in black instead of silver, but no, that's not the thing. Presets are everything. I said that the M-Wave M300 is fairly priced, has great features, but sound-wise doesn't floor me because I turn it on, judge it on the presets, fiddle around with a little bit, but most people wouldn't go buy a product and start fresh and do all of their own presets, especially when you buy something in the 200 euro range, because the URM 1000 is 199 bucks, euro. So when you're buying in that price range or any price range, you don't go and completely replace all the presets in a product. You could, but when you're spending $199, you might not be the guy that really knows about all these amps and the effects and what you need and compressor or not compressor, and what you kind of expect the company to take care of you and deliver a product that shows its very best in the presets. Well, the M-Wave didn't. The URM1000 very much does. Well, so where's the difference? Music Store said, this is a good product, but we don't like the presets. We want this delivered to our customers with our presets. So the staff at Music Store sat down and programmed all their own presets. And I am floored by how good the thing that I didn't think can sound good, which is what I said in the M-Wave 300 video, how good that can sound when you have good presets. So I learned a very valuable lesson. What is the lesson? Should I sit down with a product and do my own presets and then judge it? That could be one of the lessons, but I also have to judge it on how you're getting it, right? So sorry to M-Wave for saying it doesn't sound good. It absolutely can. And the Music Store version under the name Fame, URM1000, absolutely shows that. So today we're not going into all the nitty-gritty details and how many amps and what effects it has. I'm going to give you a little overview, but then we are focusing on the presets. First, we focus on the box. So let's hear some of these presets and take a closer look at it. When I got this, I also got the Fame custom JB5 bass, and I was going to do a funk song with it. And I wanted that song to sound really good. And I didn't even dare to put the URM1000 on the table because I knew it was based on the M300, and I didn't think that it would have the quality to do what I needed it to do in that song. But then I still did and tried. And luckily I did, because all I did to that smooth neck preset number 3 is turn the reverb down a tiny little bit and had exactly the sound I needed. And then some crunchy sounds for the backgrounds and some other stuff that I wanted. But I got to the making music and recording with it really fast. So let's check out that song that I recorded with that bass and that modeler.
Yeah. Got a picture full of romance guides, self-help sermons, highlighted lines. Got a gym card, got a decent job, still your hand how that finds my show took then stopped. I like candlelight, come summoning ghosts. Cooked that pasta, you reposted the most. You say you're sweet, you're such a good friend. Then know me from the waist up again. Why no PP was so wrong with me? Got a heart, got a pulse, got a body, but it's VIP. Only do not see every part of yours close, but that part of me. Why no PP? Why no PP? Your ex was chaos with a leather jacket. Slept on couches, swore he make it in brackets. You still tell stories like he's some lost king. Meanwhile I'm here, holding your groceries. I walk you home, you say you feel full face. You change clothes while I stare at your face. Don't peek like I ever would, dare I? Yeah, then toss me a blanket for the cold night. Why no big B was so wrong with me? Got a mind, got a laugh, got a body. You agree, but still somehow he gets the memories. I get your tea. Why no baby? Why no PG? Is it the way that I listen too much? Is it the way that I ask before in touch? Do I gotta learn how to be a little me? Trash my feelings, play the king and queen. Put blame on me. Too shy, too soft, too honest, too clean. Do you only see it, ever being me? While your eyes I get so keen. Why no baby?
And of course, full disclosure, that song was AI vocals and written by AI, and I fully produced it. Nothing was left from what the AI spit out. Full disclosure. So, it's a funny song. Let's look at it. We have, just like on all the other OEM versions, and if you want to know a lot more about this, look at videos of the M-Wave M300, learn what people show you, and then still buy this one, because the presets are worth it, really are. And also, of course, music stores warranty. If you're in Europe, shorter shipping. The way that you can get the M-Wave, for example, is through Amazon. Buy it from a music retailer, I say. So we got left and right, there's little arrows for switch 1 and 2 for switching presets. And I love that all the foot switches switch around, showing you the color of the preset. So the color coordination is nice. Like that. Then we have a direct control, right? And another control, so you can, I can't see what we're doing here. What are we turning on? Those are doing volumes. If you're, when you're hitting both, you see the stomps, right? And then what else? When you're holding these in, you get to the tuner, which works nicely. When you're doing this, you get the preset list. This is the looper, even has drums. Again, I showed all of that. Watch the other video. This is not what this video is about. So it has a looper, preset list, blah, blah. It is very fully featured. Oh. When we look in the back, you can see there's an input for a second expression pedal. This one is small, but does the job. Guitar input, full MIDI, XLR out in addition to 1/4 inch out at 199. That's pretty damn cool. There's an aux input. There's a headphone out. There's a USB-C. You don't see any power. Why? It's on right now, as you can clearly see. It's battery powered at 199. So bang for the buck. This is amazing if the sounds are good. Which on the M-Wave, here, yeah, you have direct controls right here. You can set what you want there. So we got panning, right? Preset volume. This is master volume. You can, master volume is there. You can go through the different presets, go click and go directly to them. Master volume. And then you've got 3 direct controls here for different, you can see what it does. I can see level, gain, and middle, but you can of course define what they do. User interface wise, it's a bit of not so good. But again, we're at 199 because at 199, they don't want to give you RGB LEDs because these draw power and they're also more expensive. So all these rubbery buttons are not very well lit and they're always only white, right? So I could save or go global. In global, you can define what the pedals do. The thing even has Bluetooth, EQ, all that. And when you want to go to a stomp, right now, this is effects. You can click it. You click it again. Now it's off. Now it's on. It's not very well lit. The visual feedback of this whole area is a bit of an issue. But you have a wah, which of course you can assign to this. Effects, which would be boosts and compression. We have a gate, and to turn that on, right now we can select and then you hit again, and now it's on, as you can see in the screen. And you could pick right here, gate, soft gate, hard gate, pro gate, compress both. So you can actually pick a compressor on effects or the gate. So this is the overdrive section, right? Loads of different overdrives. It's a list, and then they, as you can see, they scroll through the names, which is a bit annoying because you can't really see the full name. I would assume that there's an editor that makes it a lot easier to do all this, but you don't need that because the presets are good and you just have to tweak them a little bit. Here's your amp, and the same thing. Loads of amps, but it kind of tough to see what's going on, right? Because what is that? These little abbreviations and they scroll. I critiqued that on the other one as well because I would have had to go and spend a lot of time with it. On this one, I don't. And that's pretty much what you want for $199. Put it on the table and play, turn the gain down a little bit, more or less reverb or delay. That's fine. So then we have cap, and I'm pretty sure that somewhere there's an IR loader, but don't hold me to it. You don't need that. EQ, that's modulation, which is past the amp, behind the amp. Delay, reverb, there's the looper, and there's controls and volume. If you go to amp, you have your gain level, bass. How do I go to other things? I don't know. There are 3 pages here. I honestly can't tell you how you get to the next page. Okay, let me interject here. It's a day later. I could not, in that video, for the life of me, figure out how to go to the next parameters for the quick controls. I just couldn't figure it out. And then I looked for the manual. I looked for the MK300 manual on the M-Wave side because it's technically the same thing. And you can't even find it there. So M-Wave is not organized when it comes to that. Only firmware updates. Then I looked under, manuals online, and I could find it, and theirs is really not great. Music Store has their own manual in German and English, and theirs is based on the M-Wave manual, but it is much better. They added a lot of information, so Music Store did a great job for their Fame brand to make this happen. And there is still no actual description of the stomp page and how to flip that on the page, but I could find a description for the looper page, and I found what I was looking for, but it is not intuitive. Because, I deal with these things for 15 years now every day, and then, years before, it should be intuitive. I kind of know what to click, and I didn't. But let me explain to you. So, we're here, and see those 3 dots? We want to get, it's clear that there's 3 pages. We want to get to the next page, and I pushed everything, couldn't do it. Turning this obviously turns the model here. You have to click this, and then clicking parameter goes to mid, treble, resonance, and presence and brightness on the amp, or if we're here on delay, there are 2 pages. That's just it. I never thought about it. That's how you do it. Now we know. I was dumb. There you go. It looks like there's 3 parameter pages, but we're going to skip that. Sorry. I'm not interested because I see this as a thing I want to sound good right out of the box. And this is how you load it up. Now you can make it smaller, Leslie. Now I really want to know how you get to the next page, but I'll figure that out after the video. Here we go, 80s clean. Music Store employees and their staff really knew how to dial in exactly the sounds that we want. For me, this is a Sully 622, absolutely stunning guitar made in Texas by John Sullivan and his team. Let's see if this is still too bright. So here we go. I already changed this and saved it. It's a very simple clean sound. All it had was more reverb and more delay. So crank up the mix here. And crank up the feedback, the time, and the mix. Obviously, it has all the effects that you expect from a multi-effects box, all the typical amps, all the typical modulation, auto wahs, everything that you want. Again, no need to really go through it for hours. Here we go. Purple Sky, we know what that is, right? I don't know how to play the song. It's a killer sound. Those guys know how to program presets. They're amazing preset programmers. Now, a lot of these modelers say Metallica or Megalica, and then it doesn't sound anything like it. Whoever programmed this knows what they're going for. A little bit too much reverb there, but I mean, fun. I don't know how to play Jimmy. It freaking delivers. I need a sound like this, and I don't have to dig through presets and try to then massage them. They just give me that sound right here. We want to check the tuning. These are good. I don't know how to play that. That's dirty. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. That's a great clean sound. That's bit bitey. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how to play. Honestly, folks, these presets are way better than presets in units for 1,000 more. It's all in who programmed it, and I have a hunch that whoever you are at music store, you know your shit. I should know riffs, but I don't. But I love how oldified that sound. It sounds nothing like any of the other iterations of this. What do the kids do nowadays? Something along those lines. I'm really tapping into many things here. Ah. Is that right? About the fingers. Oh, come on. I don't know. You know, solo, toto. Here now we get into amp presets, which is super smart. Now we had some people and some songs, and now we just have plain amps. Very plain, but you can work with that. So if I now want to go... Then bam, he added a chorus to that. So it gives you the basic building blocks for the Fenders, for the Marshalls. It makes a lot of sense to do it that way. We're done here. I mean, there's, more. All these different amps with the right cap, with the right settings to get you started. And this is what's really, really relevant. Obviously, there's, 200 or whatever presets. I think so. Yeah. There's my smooth thing. So you can get the UIM 1000 as other names from other brands, maybe for $20 cheaper. If you're in the market for something like this, my recommendation would be, honestly, Fame is paying me literally the same rate that M-Wave did. So am I biased? No. I am equally influenced or not influenced, whatever you want to do with that. This comes from a company in Germany. So if you're within the European borders, it is an easy ship, easy return. If you don't like it, easy fix if something breaks. So warranty-wise, I think you're probably more safe. But the biggest thing is spend the extra $20 and get it delivered to you, set up the way that you can immediately have a lot of fun with it and actually get pretty damn good modeling sounds, which is absolutely not what I said about the M-Wave. But the hardware is the same. It's all in the ears of people programming it. Could I have made these presets? I probably could have, maybe, but I wouldn't have had the patience to do it. So I applaud the team at Music Store to have had the patience to make this piece of hardware that damn good. That's all I gotta say. You heard it. Do with it as you please. I'll put links below, and we put animals at the end.
Yeah. Got a picture full of romance guides, self-help sermons, highlighted lines. Got a gym card, got a decent job, still your hand habit finds my show to then stop. I like candlelight, come summoning ghosts. Cook that pasta, you reposted the most. You say you're sweet, you're such a good friend. Then know me from the waist up